Hey folks, this is Z-Man with Kedesh Farm. Man, it's been a minute since I shot a video. It's at least been a couple of months. Just been busy with life, busy with work, busy out here at the property. Kind of wanted to give you guys an update on some of the things that we are working on or have been working on, and some of the work that has paid off. What I probably need to do is do a recap of 2025 and probably do a video on goals for the property for 2026. Just kind of shooting this video today because I thought about it when I was in my hunting blind hunting, and I thought, man, this would be a great day to shoot video. We got storm coming in or rain coming in about 1 o'clock, and today's probably going to be a not so great day to be outside after the rain start coming in. I think it's supposed to be a little bit of a heavy downpour. Anyway, just kind of give you guys an update on some of the stuff that's going on out here. I got big girl Molly, as my kids call her, big back, over there. I've spoiled her. I give her a little alfalfa cubes and beet pellet pulp snacks, where we don't have to chase her, which we never have anyway. I use those to just keep her where I can move her and talk to her and hang out with her whenever I want. In this big area here, the Soggy Bottom, if you look at some of my past videos, especially when we first started out, this whole area was nothing but broomsedge. And it's transformed a lot in the last 3 years. And I've used different methods. I did a control burn out here. My daughter and I did a control burn about a year ago. And we actually set that field on fire over there, my neighbor's field, and he was okay with it. We weren't, because we scrambled that day to try and get the fire put out. Thank God my daughter was here to help me. It would have been a mess. It was all under control. We had burned a couple of other fields with no issues, and we got to this section over here where I used to have my water tank on my truck parked over there, and I had Molly over here, and we had poly braid up. And this side over here, I had a green space, which it had been dry, so green space was not so much a green space, but more of a brown green space. And the fire was doing good, the wind was doing perfect, and I don't know where this low crawling wind come about, but I've never seen fire crawl on the ground. And that's how it ended up spreading on us and getting away from us. It spread it this way, that way, and across that field. And I had my four-wheeler sitting over there with the water tank on it. And I left it to go try and deal with my neighbor's side. I turned around, my four-wheeler, fire was crawling under it. It was a mess. But we've did control burns. We've done unrolled hay. We've did bale grazing. We've done all kinds of things out here to just try and get a change. And I feel like all of those methods have paid off for us. We actually have gamma grass growing in there. We actually found gamma grass seeds on the side of the roadway, some plants, and started gathering those seeds and throwing them out here, and I actually got some growing. If you look at the stuff that's growing out there now, it's not that much broom sedge like it used to be. There are still clusters of broom sedge out there, but it's nowhere near, kind of like right there, that's a big cluster, but it's nowhere near like what it used to be. Kind of pan around, this over here, we didn't really do a lot to it, and broom sedge pretty much stayed consistent. It wasn't the same like it used to be before, but it was consistent. Back here, I just recently cut it. We had did a control burn back here a while back, and it had a decent amount of broom sedge, but it wasn't like it was before. It wasn't as tightly clustered. You could see strips down through there. I'll walk over there. When we first bought the property, I had a tractor, my little Kubota with a belly mower and a tiller, and I run a strip down through here, and as you see me walking up, it looks like a little road. And I know a lot of people are against tillage, but this right here made a point to me. Some tillage is better than some tillage is okay. You can see this strip right here. This is the first spot that I kind of worked on and did a test run. and I am satisfied with it. I did till this up a little bit, and I did plant seeds in it, and you can see the difference in what it made. I'm pretty sure this ground out here is compacted pretty good, and me tilling this up and aerating it and putting seed in it and putting the cow on it has paid off. This area over here was another area that I lightly tilled and put seed on it, and I intentionally left that up to show that there is not hardly much broom sedge in that area. This area here, or this whole area now through here, used to be full of broom sedge. And that little bit of tillage that I did really paid off. This section here is a briar patch. I intentionally left it for the rabbits because when we first bought the property, we may have seen 1 or 2 rabbits within I don't know, a month span. Now I counted 5 or 6 rabbits when I was driving into the property. I got here before daybreak for deer hunting, and I counted at least 6 rabbits when I was driving in. There's another area back on that hill. I've done some burning, no tillage, and I've seeded and did different things like that. And I think I need to work on some type of way of dealing with this soil compaction. I went to a couple of classes to learn about soil, just learn in general. Tennessee Ag Alliance. I know I butchered that name, but it's a place here in Tennessee that a lot of those ag guys go to, or farmers go to, and I've learned a lot. Dr. Bruno, I asked him what could I do without chemicals to get rid of broom sedge, and of course, he said, if I don't want to go to chemical, I could burn and seed, and then hopefully the seed would take before the broom sedge would during the springtime. And that's what I basically did in this area here. It did kind of help. It did not eradicate it completely, but it did make a difference. Again, this is not as thick as it used to be with broom sedge. You can see a cluster right here. This is our broom sedge area, and that little bit of work of doing that method helped. It's just been a wild ride. I got more grass than I have animals, which I am happy about that, because we were sure enough wanting to buy more animals, but I'm glad that I didn't. And I will always stick by that. I would rather have more grass than animals. And this area up here has turned out to be tremendous. I did a lot more bell grazing and unrolling hay on this side over here, and it has paid off. There's not as much broom sedge over here like it used to be. As you can see, I left that standing because of some quail and other wildlife that I've seen out here. And another area up on that hill, there's a lot more broom sedge up that way. I haven't done a lot, I did no feeding up that way at all with Molly, and no unrolling hay, no burning, anything. And it is not as bad as it was, but it's still, it needs to be dealt with. And I have another section that's usually stays moist because of my pond draining out that way. It's okay. It has a lot of saplings in it, but it's also good bedding for deer, because every time I come out to hunt, this is where those deer usually are bedding, and they scare the crap out of you when you're walking through it. There's been a lot going on this 2025, and I've seen a lot of great changes for us, and I'm looking forward to 2026. I hope you guys have plans for 2026. Most of all, make sure that your soul and salvation is secure with Christ, because each and every year that goes along, that's sooner for his return to be imminent for us here on this earth. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting us, and I look forward to shooting more videos. Look at buying more better equipment to do video and all that fun business. On a lot of studying on just trying to make this farm better and build it for our future. Thank God we got water lines in 2025. I think that was 2025. Was it 2020? I'm gonna have to go back and look at all my notes. It was just a lot of good things. I'll do a recap on 2025 so you guys can kind of get an idea of how we've been able to succeed. There's another spot way up there you can't see. It's mostly green because we have grass growing up there. So it's been a lot of great changes out here. We got grass patches all over the place. You can look beyond right here. Used to be all broomsedge. You can see a lot of green of stuff that has begun to grow and take over right here. I'm just kind of letting it grow and see if we can get a little bit of, straighten this water out. Just looking forward to 2026. I want to thank you guys for watching. This is Z-Man, and I'm out.